Hello folks, Mundane Man here again, and we are back in the garage. This seems to be where I shoot most of my videos, must be my happy place. But today we're working on my 2010 Jeep Patriot. It is the North Edition, which I think is a Canadian model. It's similar to the Limited. Today we're just going to do a quick light bulb change. Now I say quick, but of course these things never seem to go quick because the difficulty level always seems to be high on these Jeeps. All I want to do is change a light bulb, and it requires removing panels and sticking your hand into small places that are difficult to get at. So as you can see, I have this running light on here, but this one here is not working, obviously. So we're going to change out that bulb, and I'll take you through the process of doing that. So let's get at it. Okay, so to get at that bulb, we have to take off this inner wheel well panel, which involves three nuts here, and then there's the those rivets with the plastic center in them, where you pull out the plastic center and then you can get at the rivet. There's one back in there, and then there's two up underneath there. I'm not sure if you can see them under there, but we have to go about taking those out, and then we can get that panel down and hopefully reach our hand in there to get at that light bulb. Okay, we're going to start taking off these nuts here. They are a 7mm. Okay, that's those three. So that loosens off that panel a bit. Now I'm going to go underneath and take out those rivets, plastic rivets. I'm just using a little slotted screwdriver to pull out the center, and I usually use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull them down as well. Well, in the process of taking those out, I broke both of them. They've never been out before, but they were in there good and tight, so I'm going to have to make sure I get a couple of those when I'm at the parts store. There's also one more in the inner wheel well that we have to get at. I'm going to try without it first, though. You're going to wiggle this panel out. Okay, I can get my hand up in there. So I'm able to get my hand up in there, and that right there, I'm not sure if I can get the camera in there, is the bulb. I was able to turn it counterclockwise to get it out of there. Okay, so once you've got it dislodged in the socket, you can bring the whole assembly back, get it through that space there, and there we have it. So it's an orange or amber bulb, and this one is a 3757KA. And we're going to get a replacement, and we'll go through the reverse process of putting it back in again. Okay, got our replacement bulbs. The amber color, just plug it in that socket. Make sure you're following the notches on the sides because they do make a difference. So it's just a push in, fits nice and snug. Let's test it before we put it back together. So that's our parking light. Now let's try the signal light. Now the reassembly is just the reverse, obviously. Not sure why they make these things so difficult to get at. Once you have it up in the socket there, it's a real struggle to get your fingers in there and turn it. But you just have to keep applying pressure to the socket and turn it clockwise about a quarter of a turn, and it will finally go in. If you can get your hand up and over, there's a frame, a piece of the bumper frame there. Get your hand up in there and it's easier to turn the light bulb into the socket. So let's get the fender well back together here. So got myself some new bumper clips, or what do they call these things? They're almost like a rivet, plastic rivet with a insert in it. This one's nice, it's threaded though. So instead of those push-in plugs, this one you can actually screw in and slowly expand it into the piece of plastic you're trying to affix to your car. Okay, we got everything back together again. Fender wells back in. And that should be it for that job. You know, I don't know why they make these things so difficult to get at. You know, they could have just as easily had screws in that light fixture here and been able to just pull it out. But no, they got to make you do some kind of aerobics and you know, be a contortionist to get in there and do it. The big struggle is making sure you get that light socket turned into the fixture itself, because there's predefined notches that hold it in there. So that's it for this video on my 2010 Jeep Patriot changing out a light bulb, which should be a simple task and always seems to take 3 times longer than it should. If you like these types of videos, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.